Okay, testing. Okay, I've always wanted to do a video like this one for a while. Welcome to our first news video. Okay, I want to get that out of the way. Please make sure to go to the channel, like whatever you want to do. So I wanted to always bring this topic where basically, okay, so I'm gonna explain autotune. So we're gonna get into autotune. So you know when your examples of say you heard a song in the playlist auto generated by YouTube, AI made, normally human made, something like the chain smokers or something coming up on your feed, right? This comes up, this should appear up for most of you. It's still within the 2 week span, 1 week span of content that pops up. It should be already on your algorithm. You might have seen this pass by you before. I don't wanna say defame or shut down anybody who listens to this sort of music. Though I will say that the music let me turn off my stupid alarm. I'm at the 6:48 a.m. for me right now. So there's this type of music, right? It goes on by here, right? Like that. I don't know. I know there's probably a meaning behind the name. So I'm not gonna talk about the name right now. So there's this difference between autotune, how it's utilized. Sometimes people would use vocoder tuning to their voice so that it adjusts to the songs the way that they choose and the way that they want. There's a producer thing. So producers sometimes would do that. Sometimes they lay on their client's voice and place the layers a cappella vocals, sometimes tuning it in on certain differently, depending on songs that they do, tempo, how do you want to do whatever. I've seen rappers do it, I've seen singers, I've seen even my artists do that. If people know what I mean by that, I mean indie. So they've done that. But then there's like these type of songs. I'm gonna get copyrighted if I play too much of it, so I'll play cautious. I want to show you an example of how people use autotune the mainstream, very simple, barely put any effort in way. And then I'm going to show you people utilizing autotune like if it was instead of more of a form of art, appreciating what you could try with autotune rather than holding it back by going for something too simple so that the viewer has an earworm for the next rest of the, say, a week before they change and remove the song from their playlist. Because I'm not to offend, some viewers would normally remove songs, change songs after a week and forget about them entirely. We would they're not going to. I'm going to straight give it to you. I'm going to directly tell you today. So we're going to play a few seconds. I'm gonna get copyrighted if this ever plays too much. So I'm gonna play this one and then this one here, which is not copyrighted, and it shows a form of people using autotune vocal or tuning to their voice in a certain way. Hear how it's mixed with the instruments, and this does vary for certain genres, but it can be the same for the other genre anyways. So it doesn't matter. The autotune could be tuned to whatever genre in a certain way, and it still sounds amazing. It's just how you use it. So here we go. That right there, that's a form of autotune that you normally hear in more mainstream. Here's a form of autotune that's done by less mainstream, more indie, lessly known music. Here. There's like the simple blue lead, the simple layer, very soft, has that same sample that a lot of producers would use in this type of music, like say Beach House or something like that. That's what the theme of the video here is. Like, oh, a song I like for the past 6 months. That I'm sorry, not to offend you. The song's kind of simple. It's very flat based, off the mainstream surface level. It's not to discredit the user, but I will credit the artist. I will not discredit the user. The user is fine. They can post whatever they want. It's not. It's they basically must have had permission to post this or not. I don't know. There's something. There's a different process for every channel out there. I could criticize the artist though. The artist, chain smokers, everything. I'm not to offend you. Even if you had done this for only 1 year, I'm a person who's literally 19 and started since 15. I'm entering 20. I'm about to hit my 5th year anniversary. Say 14, 15 was when I did this all, and I've already knew that once you overdo the auto-tune thing, it sounds like an annoying thing. It's terribly done. Not to offend your chain smokers. A lot of your music is incredibly a waste of my time. How do I explain this in more musical terms to the producers and writers for chain smokers? Because I know that criticizing artists don't do a thing. Because if everybody does their studying, the artists most of the time don't do shrat in their songs. They didn't do anything. A lot of people write the songs for them. If they write the songs on their own, they clearly have a very weak spot here. I've seen more forms of different types of music in my entire lifespan which is less than 2 decades old. Let me inform you. I've grown up, and I sure didn't fall down the rabbit hole going to the mainstream budding type technique. Chain smokers, please up your game on the chords. They suck. Your leads are very terribly mixed. Your vocals need work. And chain smokers, if they even did any, and if they play drums and anything like that, please pan that to the left, pan the other stuff to the right, have a better mid bass, and have a nice bass. The bass is a way too terribly done. It's incredibly dry, has no layering and no consistency in it. Every time you go for A minor, B flat, and C, you barely go for those most of the time. You really go for more lower down moods. I've seen them try that before, and it came out incredibly terrible. I'll go for the artists for that. See, now here's the artists posting their own music. They've collaborated with a lot of people with this one. Here's the difference. This album specifically, I checked all the Chainsmokers discography. For anybody who wants to go at me, please come at me, please do so, and constructively criticize me. But if you come up with more mainstream examples, then you're not welcome, and you're not winning anything. So we're gonna go for this ending. So this right here is Lord at the Stand. They're solo with they have a person who's a partner with them who's Neander, who's my little old 4chan Dunwit, and Lord Alistam. That's it. I'm gonna say that. He's on his own thing, just like Neanders. The both of them. Musically, look, this entire album that he made with a lot of people together for one person, Iron Mouse, the streamer, you should know that. That's probably going to be a household name now. Iron Mouse is going to be a household name by now. It's 7 years. You can't deny Iron Mouse is suddenly going to start being a household name. That's where she is now. Any kid, even a kid, if they fall upon a really some brain rot type content, her name was going to at least pop in, making fun of her, whatever way people is, whatever way Iron Mouse is going to New Jersey. And this album is called Mouse Wave, Home with the Family. You can check it out. It's only 3 years old, 3 to 4 years old by now. It's been worked on for quite a while. Just like the song that we saw previously here, reposted by this channel here. Except that song must have taken them only a few hours, because I've seen producers who make videos for fun producing multiple types of these songs in like a few hours or half hour, 45 minutes. And this song is 2 minutes 32. That's what they clipped. That's what the channel clipped. It probably is longer. They probably have a longer snippet that's not fully publicly known or something, because this got a lot of views within 8 days. Though the channel is 1.16 million subscribers, this has like 101k. Oh, happy 100k by the way. Don't understand. But seriously, this thing here, this album has synths, basses, vocal clips, references, colors, passion, multiple people exploring guitars. It's inspired definitely by the 80s, 90s type of music. But yes, this is what's gonna do this again. So 80s, 90s type of music. If I went through every single thing that I'm talking about and explaining that, you people are gonna be thinking, does this what mean 80s, 90s type mainstream music? No. There is some cool mainstream 80s, 90s type music, but there are also lessly known 80s, 90s type music. I know that the internet didn't exactly exist then, so you're gonna go, what website? The internet didn't exist. Let me inform you. There are people archiving music from that then that are from the 80s and 90s on the internet. Right now, as of this moment, as we're speaking, we're posting lessly known music from the 80s and 90s. Before any of these pioneers came up on our screen, are now in the World Hall of Fame, if you want to say it. It contains so many elements of music that see, I can play it for you. It goes through nice choruses, it's smooth, they don't overdo the voice, they don't overdo the tuning. They use the tuning like if it was a flute. Like a vocal line. Here. That clip right here is Iron Mouse. Here. It's not copyrighted, so I can play this. Watch, look here how they utilize the voice. They're not overwhelming the song with their voice. You hear how the instruments surround your ears. Like, if you hear with headphones, you hear better. You hear how they set and arrange the instruments in the song. Hear the small plucks. Hear those very small when they're faint. Back vocals. Hear how they're using that tuning. small lead. Like, see? And then they went into Japanese. That's not the same singer though, by the way. Anybody. Look at that. What's happening here? Like, what's happening there? What's happening there? Did you guys hear that? You hear how light that lead was? You hear that? There was barely any layering. It's just one. So it's an 8 bar, 4 bar. It goes to that. You hear that? You hear the pluck? You know how the kind of it just kind of went in there. It just went dun 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 dun, and it's on timer. It's on timer. It's like on tempo, right? That they digitalize the quality quantize the shred out of that thing. I don't like that. When they do that, and you hear how like it's very light. Suddenly you hear it light, and it's like, wait. Please do so. Please go. Wait a minute. Please do that right now. Think about that a little more. This is a rant of mine. Yes, this will be a rant. Educational rant. You hear how light that lead was. That kind of gave away how much effort they put in there. Barely anything. It's. Hear how this part is going in a very soft angle. It's supposed to be like, oh, we're continuing on in the song. Somebody singing in Japanese. And you hear this is supposed to be the slowest part of the song. It's supposed to be barely any layering. No, they still added layers. So when you hear that, they went for let's pitch it down, replay the same vocal sample that they put in, and speed it up but then lower. Speed up but lower the pitch. And then it's gonna go when it does that, that's trash. Remember, I'm not talking about the viewer that reposted this song. No, not at all. I'm talking about the artists behind this song. We're not focused on her Brazilian Hatsune Miku. I purposely picked this video because he has the most attractive anime character of all 2024 right now at the moment. Where I'm putting that there so that you can guys pay attention. So while you look at Hatsune Miku, whatever here, I don't know, wearing Brazilian bikini, and you know this song, like, wow, it's a very famous channel that you guys must know. We're not criticizing anything except for the songs, so don't worry. I'm not criticizing the user reposting this on their channel. I'm talking about the music. This one here, you're like going, then why are you personally addressing this person? Because their music isn't reposted like mass on like other channels on YouTube. It's not really incredibly reposted and doesn't just get this. The very upload itself here has like 111,000 views. This was 3 years ago. So there's a difference there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that rant or something. This is a great way. I mean, go check out the songs. Even though I did discredit the artist, and then, you know, just like tell how bad one of them is. Not this. This is not the artist in question, by the way. Let me clear that in for you. I should have clarified that I'm talking about the songs, not the reposter that's posting this song. This is a reposter. They posted this song on their channel. This is somebody else's artwork. They should probably have linked this artwork in their description too. It's down there for you. Yeah, this is the artist. They sent the work. They sent the artist link instead. Okay, they sent the artist link. Okay, so they link you to the artist rather than the artwork. They should link to the artwork. They should have known this very well by now, that you should not just art claim, send a link to the artist, send the link to the artist's artwork, please. Because when you link into the artist's artwork, it still leads to the artist. Normally, the viewer would probably go into the artist's profile after finding the artist's artwork, if you understand me. Anyways, Take It Slow by Lord Islistan and Addicted by Zerd the Chainsmokers and Ink. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. What a loss for music. What a win for music. That is all. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my educational rant. It's probably annoying as hell to you, but I don't care. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like more useless stuff like this or more incredibly useless stuff like this. It's useful stuff. I'm not gonna say anymore. Seriously, it's getting on my nerves. When New Year is coming up, happy 7th anniversary to my channel this January 3rd of 2025. That's all. That's if I could go